What's up, everyone? I'm in Houston, Texas. Refried Relics. You guys know this place from my past videos. This is your one-stop shop for all 80s gear. You want to look like an 80s person? You came out of an 80s movie, this is a place to come. They got vintage toys, vintage clothing, even BMX bikes from the 80s, man. That's right. It's a rainy day, windy day here in Houston. Let's get out of this rain before it starts coming down more right now. And let's check out some cool 80s stuff.
Starting off with the Transformers section, here we have a couple of Optimus Prime figures, Starscream. It's a good lot of vintage Transformers here in this display case. Even got Jetfire in the back. And then down below we got some carded Ninja Turtles as well as some loose ones. Mix down there at the bottom looks like Battlestar Galactica. Here's a cool little setup VHS for you younger viewers that never heard of VHS. But how about that Batman TV? That thing is so cool. A little Rainbow Bright setup here. Always cool to see Rainbow Bright and girl toys at toy shops. Thundercats. That's not a bad price for that vehicle right there. And then just a whole bunch of other vehicles here on top. Speed Racer, Beetlejuice, and that Spawn vehicle, and the Boulder Hill Place It by Mask. Definitely on my wish list, maybe one of these days. And I almost picked up that WWF Hasbro wrestling ring because it was too bulky to take home. I did not know how I was going to fit it in with all the other stuff I already had. A whole bunch of cool 80s figures here. You got Ghostbusters, there's even Strawberry Shortcake, Centurions, very cool. There's a big bird right there just chilling. Suburban Commando, Hulk Hogan. This poster right here, I need to buy this poster. It's just for the store, but that's definitely one I'm gonna bug him, see if he'll sell to me one of these years. A bunch of LJNs right here. And then on the high shelf, got a whole bunch of cool stuff. That Castle Grayskull is probably the only thing not vintage in this store. But all this stuff here is, including that Michael Jackson jacket. Got a whole bunch of cassettes, vinyl. Even got a cool Walkman, still in the box by Sony. And has a TV on it, which is crazy. Here we got Bigfoot, the $6 Million Man. Kind of reminds me of the Chewbacca body from the Kenner Star Wars, the 12-inch figure. Here's a whole Star Trek Mego set. It's cool, those Batmans from the cereal boxes. A couple of cool vintage Topps cards here. Gotta love Garbage Pail Kids. I used to collect those when I was a kid like crazy. I used to stick them everywhere. Some nice carded figures here in this display case. You got some wrestlers, Ghostbusters, Inspector Gadget too. And this table right here just has a whole mix of all kinds of little weird tchotchkes, all cool. This is all stuff that just like impulse buys. Who's really looking for this kind of stuff? It's just stuff you see and you think it's cool and you pick it up. Those some cool vintage bumper stickers. Astroworld was my first job when I was 15 or 16 in Houston, Texas. That place no longer exists, but a lot of great memories from Six Flags Astroworld. raisins. Cool pulser. Bunch of cool little pulsers here on the side of the register. And a lot of He-Man. We got Skeletors on Panthers. It's a cool little setup there. Here's a slime pit in the box, which is very cool to see. More G.I. Joes. Another toy line I'm trying to complete right here, Secret Wars. There was nothing here that I needed for my collection. Superpowers, I might be interested in something in this case. You'll see at the end. Another toy line I'm trying to complete. Goes that Imperial Shuttle. It's a hard one to find. So Refried Relics also specializes in vintage 80s BMX bikes. You can see here all the parts they have and some frames as well, and completed bikes too. So you want to be like rad BMX bandits, this is a place to come and get yourself an actual bike from the 80s. Here's some more vintage Star Wars figures. Again, nothing here that I need from my collection. I'm missing just a few from the last 17. But here they have some cool vehicles, playsets, some of those 12-inch figures, which I have all those. Except Obi-Wan. I still need Obi-Wan Kenobi and Leia. And maybe I'll stop collecting. But here, this section here just has a whole bunch of 90s toys. Here you see Batman, Animated Series, Cyber Squad, starting lineups, of course, Marvel Toy Biz. You can even play some arcades here. Chill. Quick shot, some of the vintage shirts, jackets have. A lot of cool stuff there. Those Street Fighter G.I. Joes. James Bond Jr. Well, I know about these, but I haven't really seen them ever in person. Pretty cheap. And Dick Tracy. So that's gonna do it for this visit to Refried Relics in Houston, Texas.
I'm out of Refried Relics. Great to be back. It's an awesome store. You guys should definitely check it out if you're in Houston, visiting Houston, or live anywhere near here. It's starting to come down now, so I gotta get out of here. But I'll show you the pickups when I get home.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
It was another fun visit at Refried Relics in Houston, Texas. That place definitely has that vintage vibe, man. Everything in there is old school from the 80s, 90s. They got it all. You could get toys there. You could get clothing, music, bikes, all vintage stuff too, which is cool. So that's all they deal with there. And they got some great stuff. But I'm back home in San Diego. This box right here just came in the mail. That's what I was waiting for. These are my pickups. I didn't get anything in the last video, Misfit Toys in Houston, but I did pick up a lot of stuff in this one, and then the next video you guys will see. So I'm not gonna show you everything in here because we're gonna save that for the next video. Some of these pickups are for the last video I had from my Houston trip. But yeah, we'll get to some of the pickups here that I grabbed at Refried Relics. Every time I'm on the road, I always try to hit up the local toy stores, comic shops, and even thrift shops, because you never know what you're gonna find. And I like rummaging through those places because I might find stuff to flip, you know, and then fund the collection. So what I have here, I went to one of the thrift stores, Value Village thrift stores in Houston, and man, I hit the jackpot on out of print Blu-rays. They got a whole stack of them right here, guys. Here's my haul from the Valley Village thrift store. As you can see, a lot of Blu-rays. There's one Wii U game. I paid $2 a piece for all this. I came out to like $39, 40 bucks, pretty much. So there's some good out of print titles here that I'm gonna definitely be flipping and trying to make a little profit and use that to fund the toy collection. I'm not gonna bore you with showing you every title, but I'll show you some of the highlights here. Like Cherry 2000, it's like about a $40 Blu-ray right here. We got Ford Fairlane with Andrew Dice Clay. Remember Andrew Dice Clay if you're my age? He was a weird comedian. He definitely had his own style. But that one goes for what, like 60 bucks, I think. And then Buckaroo Banzai is probably the one that's the most valuable. I think I've seen it sell for like 80, 90 bucks, 100 bucks. I already have this one in my collection. This was a Shout Factory release, so definitely this one's gonna get sold, and hopefully I'll make some good profit off all this. So yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I do hit up thrift stores. You never know what you're gonna find. And now for my pickups from Refried Relics. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know one of the toy lines I'm trying to complete is the Kenner Superpowers toy line. One of the figures I need is Mr. Miracle, and I actually picked him up at Refried Relics today, but he's not complete. So I kind of got this guy as a placeholder for now, and the deal was too good to pass up. I think I paid like $25 for him. They had a sale going on for Black Friday all week. I think it was like 25% off, and they always hook it up at Refried Relics anyway. So I had to pick him up. I couldn't leave him behind, and he's real clean too. So it's one of the reasons why I got him. So for now, he'll be a placeholder until I can get a complete one. So I'm missing the cape and the handcuffs, or maybe I could find them loose on eBay and get a great deal when he's all complete. Who knows? I'm gonna keep my eye out on those accessories that I'm missing. But here we have Mr. Miracle. Yeah, my final two pickups from Refried Relics were definitely an unexpected pickup. I usually go to these stores and I don't really have a plan, so this definitely, I did not expect to pick this toy line up. I'm a huge James Bond fan. I love the movies. Sean Connery was the first one I saw, and he's always my favorite. But the new Daniel Craig movies, I love. Those are awesome. I didn't really care for the way the last movie ended, but it's what it is. They're so great, and that's the last Daniel Craig James Bond movie. So we're gonna get a new James Bond at some point. That movie already came out. It's been a few years. They haven't even announced who the new James Bond actor is gonna be, and even when they do, it's gonna be another few years before the movie actually comes out. So maybe I picked this toy line up to fill that James Bond void in my life, right? I don't know, but what I got was a toy line I have heard about. I remember the cartoon in the 90s. It's James Bond Jr., guys. James Bond Jr. He had these for sale, like 10 bucks. And I got them for cheaper since he had that sale going on. But this is a crazy line. Who makes these? I think Tyco makes these. But here we go. This is James Bond in the ninja gear. James Bond Jr. And what I'm surprised, they got a whole bunch of they made a whole bunch of figures in this toy line. Here we have Jaws. So Jaws is a actual villain from the movies and the books too, because they are based off the book by Ian Fleming. So Jaws is definitely one of the iconic villains in the James Bond movie franchise. So you got the Toys R Us sticker down at the bottom. That's pretty cool. And for the reason why I picked these up as well, a few months ago I picked up the James Bond car in the box for like cheap, and I think I paid like 20-30 bucks for it. I think the little sports car. I don't have it here with me right now, but maybe in the next video I'll show the car, and that's pretty much the main reason why I picked these up, because I had the car, so kind of wanted the figures, but I never really come across these anyway. So when I saw them there, I had to pick them up. Why not? The Jaws figure actually looks really cool. And then I'm not sure if he's gonna get open or not. It's not an expensive toy line, but I am surprised by how many figures I made. It's like 12 different figures. 4, 8, yeah, 12 figures in all. So we got Jaws and then Ninja, James Bond Jr. So those were my pickups from Refried Relics. Let me know what you guys think of the pickups. What do you think of James Bond Jr.? Have you ever seen this cartoon? I might go to YouTube and check it out, see what it's all about. But yeah, I never saw the cartoon. But it's cool to have the figures. I don't think they're that terrible. The packaging looks cool, but very cool. I'm happy. Some cheap 90s figures.
The James Bond Jr. secret mission, but scum is ready. Walker the plank hooks IQ. Jaws is having a snack. Odd Job is flipping his lid, but IQ packs a punch, and James Bond Jr. dives into action. Mission accomplished. James Bond Jr. figures and vehicles sold separately.
That's gonna do it for today's video. Refried Relics in Houston, Texas. Give them a follow on Instagram, and if you live in Houston or visit, check them out. They got some cool stuff there at that store. Portal, the owner, is a cool dude. Always hooks it up when I'm there. Oh, he did hook me up with one more thing. I totally forgot. Now that I'm saying that, he gave me the. We were talking about the Blue Beetle, and he actually gave this to me. I didn't buy it. So it's one of the early appearances of the Blue Beetle. Ted Cord is actually drawn by Steve Ditko too. This is Ditko artwork. So this is a cool little gift there from Refried Relics. Thanks a lot. And that's gonna do it for the video. There's more stuff here in this box, but you're gonna have to wait till the next video to see what's in here. This is probably the biggest haul. It is the biggest haul of the whole trip. Was at my next spot, and will be the last video from Houston, Texas. But stay tuned for that one. I gotta get it all edited, and then I'll show you what is in the box. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
So thanks again, everybody, for watching. Catch you guys on the next toy hunt. I'm SoCal Shaolin. I am out.